Most people think that prepping means storing years of food and water, but what are the realistic limits?
Today, we're talking about how far prepping actually makes sense. How much food, how much water, and how to build a plan you can actually maintain.
First, we have to have a realistic timeline. You know what happens, and you may have done it, I think we've done it, is when you start prepping, all of a sudden you think, I'm a prepper. You want to all of a sudden have everything. You see the YouTube videos, you see the Pinterest, you see the movies, you read the books, and you think you need to have everything now.
That's not the case.
That's not the case. So what is a realistic approach? Well, I'm thinking, you start off just one day at a time, but I think a realistic approach is about 2 weeks.
Yeah, and what you're doing is to working towards a goal of 6 months.
Yes.
Prepping for 6 months in food storage.
And I think that's very realistic because, once you get past 6 months, that means things have gotten real. I mean, you're in a whole different world.
Yeah.
And the odds of that happening, I'll stand my chances. But 6 months, I think, if it's 6 months, you're good.
Yeah, even with the weather disaster, 6 months is going to get you almost to where you need to be. So just keep prepping.
Yeah, keep prepping. So the first thing, of course, we always talk about water. But you got to be realistic. How much do you need and how much space is it going to take? Because you figure one person for 30 days takes about 30 gallons, and that's 250 pounds. If you start building up, you got to worry about your things falling through your floor. And then then think about 3 months, say you got 2 people, then you got 60 gallons, 500 pounds. 4 people, 30 days, 120 gallons.
That's just to sustain you.
Yeah, that's nothing else.
Yeah.
That's to sustain you.
Yeah.
Okay, think about it. Okay, I have this water stored. Go through your mind, because I can't really help you. We can't really help you on what to do in your situation because everybody's different.
Yes.
Try to think of alternatives. If I were to run out right now of all my stores, what's my second thing I can do? Is there another place I can go? Just start thinking about that. Go through your mind and play the scenarios. I'm really into scenarios and think about it. And even moving the waters, that's a whole nother thing. We have those 5-gallon jugs, and we have the thing where you flip it up on top. That's a workout,
It is a workout.
Yeah.
And most people have those in your home.
Yeah.
One thing I have that I purchased for our gallons of water is I bought one of those little spouts on Amazon where you attach it to the water and it has a spout and you just push it and it pushes the water out for you. So you don't have to lift up your 5-gallon bottle of water.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. Yeah, I just saw it the other day. We
keep that with our bottled water.
Yeah, it's with our bottled water.
So
it's really important.
Yeah, it's not in the pantry because we'll lose it.
Yeah.
So it's with our water, and that way it makes it easy. If you can't move your bottled waters, look at that as an option.
Yeah, and then think about possibly you can collect rain out off the roof, which is great for stuff that you're not going to be drinking. And then maybe you have a stream or something nearby. If you have a filter, you can do that.
Yeah.
Just start thinking about all your choices.
Yes, because if you need water to flush your toilet and it's raining out, start collecting it.
Yep. Remember, if you use water to wash something, then you or even your body, save that water. Use that water to flush. Your
toilets. Yes.
Never just dump out water. That makes
find a second use for it.
Yeah, that makes preppers cry if you do that. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is our calories. And we've done some videos on this, what actually surprised us about what you think of certain foods about calories, and you're like, eh. And the way we're looking at it is we're trying to store as many calories in the smallest space as possible. And I think that's the key, don't you?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because you need calories. If it takes up a lot of room and it only has a few calories, it's not worth it. And what I recommend is start going through or watch that video we have of where we went through things that we actually thought were high calorie and they weren't.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And then some things that we didn't think were high actually were. Like I always go back to the thing about green beans. Why store green beans for prepping? Because they have no calories, I mean, you could have some because,
everybody does.
Yeah, everybody. But you need about 2,000 to 2,500 calories, per day.
Yes.
And really, if you're under stress, you actually need more because you're burning calories like crazy. And if the things go bad, especially for 6 months, and you're staying at my house, you'll be working. You know, it's not like you're going to be sitting around, playing Pokemon the whole time. You got to be working, doing things, so you will be burning extra calories.
Yes, that's how it should be.
Yep. And another thing is buy stuff that you want to eat.
Yes.
And
don't buy it just because it is a high calorie food, because odds are you're not going to want to eat it.
And as a prepper, you're probably tired of hearing about rice and beans. If you don't like rice and beans, don't store any.
Yeah.
Maybe you can store some in case somebody comes over, but if you don't like a rice and beans, don't store rice and beans. Store what you want to eat, because think about this. If things are bad, if things are scary, things aren't right, you want normalcy in your life. You want something to feel good. And along with that, you want some snacks. You want little cakes and stuff. We did one where remember that cake in the can? Mm-hmm. And we bought some of those cakes in a can. And we thought, well, how is this? So we gave it a whirl.
It was pretty good.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not great, but if things are down, and you could save like Twinkies, they last for who knows how many years.
Yeah, they'll last a long time.
And another thing too is, rotate, right?
Yes, rotate your food.
Yeah.
We do that all the time. He went in our pantry actually, and as he's putting stuff away, he puts the dates on them.
Yeah.
So that way I know which ones when I'm cooking, because I cook out of my pantry.
Yep.
Which cans to use.
Yeah, we have that, and we also have this program that we have
Yes.
that we use that we'll put a link up there for that. But yeah, we try to write the dates on them. And at first I had all this stuff, and all of a sudden I'm like watching videos and thinking, I probably should have an idea. Is that thing, has that been in there 20 years, or how long has that been there,
Yeah, so in the prepping program we have, we log all our food as we've stored in our pantry. And we log the date we bought it, when it expires, what it is.
And where it's at.
Where we put it. So it's a really good program. So if you need to check that out, that would really be wise.
Yeah, because it's not, we don't have the Pinterest. We don't have the beautiful YouTuber prepping, storage area.
No, not even close.
Like I always joke, most people call us hoarders. We call ourselves preppers, because it's not pretty. It's not something that, but it works.
It works.
But we have to know where everything is. So
so that program has really actually helped us.
Yeah, and you can actually print out what you have in case you don't have to worry about.
Print it out, put it on the door, and then you know where to look.
But you have to rotate it, because without a rotation, food gets wasted.
Yes.
You waste money. And that's one thing, too, I should have brought this up at the very beginning. Don't break out that credit card and go nut butters. Just because somebody says you got to buy this in 25 days, you'll never see it again.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No.
If you don't need it now, you probably won't need it then. And it's probably, my guess is if you go back, watch a lot of those things where they say it's going to be gone in 25 days, it's probably still here.
Yeah.
Don't stress out about it. Don't blow your credit card. I've done that myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't do it.
Don't
it's
do
not
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
Just buy what you can.
Buy what you can, buy what you need, buy what you want.
What you need, start a list and check it off as you can.
Yeah, and simply put, store what you eat what you store, and rotate it like it's a grocery shelf. Mm-hmm. And another thing we always say too here, going back to the food and kind of go into another idea about prepping, is always buy food over gear. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to get caught up in that buying the gear stuff, especially if you start watching YouTube,
Yeah.
And like I say, I can't point any fingers because I've done it. I've watched this one guy I used to watch. Man, I had to stop watching because he was going to put me in a poorhouse. Because he could afford it. I couldn't,
Yeah.
And then
but
I started...
according to him, you needed it.
Oh, you needed it right now.
It.
But yeah, it's going to be out. You can't get it another day,
Yeah, exactly.
And he made it look really sexy too, so I always wanted it. So, yeah, just, if you're just starting, focus on the calories, like we said, and build your food supply. And because pretty much my educated guess is most of us, if things go down for even a couple of weeks, you can live with what you have in your house.
Yeah, you can live with candles.
You can live with candles,
you don't need to get the fancy
flashlights.
stuff. Yeah.
If you don't have a generator, you can still work around that.
Yes, we showed you how to keep yourselves warm.
Well, think about it. How long? It wasn't until just like 100 years ago that people had electricity.
Yeah.
People had refrigerators. They made it. So what's the big deal? That's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of that stuff, but we've slowly built it up, and we've also, it does help. It does make life a lot easier. But don't go all at once.
Yes. You'll go in the poorhouse.
Yeah, you'll go in the poorhouse. You definitely don't want to go in the poorhouse.
Yes.
And that's a part of this too. Remember this one thing, financial prepping. Think about financial prepping. That's a big part of prepping. That's something that's never mentioned. if you're poor, you're not going to be able to survive. You're not going to, say you blow all your money on that super nice, shiny object. Well, then you need actually, oh shoot, there's a sale on, all this canned food. But we just blew all of our money on this thing that we may never use, Well, it's better to have the money, buy as you can, and be able to do that. Also, remember to keep cash on hand. But once again, just don't go in debt. Just prep smart. And speaking of smart, I believe Belinda has a trivia for the day.
Yes, I do. Did you know that the human body can only survive about 3 days without water, but weeks without food? That's why water planning should always come first.
Remember that. We always talk about water, but we don't always do what we say,
Water first.
Yeah. So, what are the realistic limits of prepping? Start with 2 weeks, then build towards 6 months. Then be realistic about the water because it does add up. It also gets heavy and, it takes up room that could be, used for other things. And don't overbuy food.
Just buy as you can.
Buy as you can, and then always rotate it out and just keep adding to it. You always get some stuff on the sale. Prepping isn't about extremes.
No.
It's about being ready for, what's likely to happen.
Like with us, we're going to be having thunderstorms here come pretty soon, like tonight or tomorrow.
I'll bet we'll have a power failure.
Out, yes.
And you know what I'll do? It's the apocalypse.
Yeah, so just be ready for what might happen.
Yep, be ready for what might happen. And we'd love to hear your guys' ideas. We love your comments, and leave those. If you have any questions, if you want us to go into something in more detail, just let us know. Hello, my name is Wayne.
I'm Belinda.
And we're Normal Prepping.
And thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.